랑하세르 초키 코로우도라 마루 주주. Unbroken lineage transmission, river of blessing. So lineage is, I call, depository of blessings. And that blessing entail the realization of those masters who practice the same practice. For example, this one, and reciting these mantras, then came to some kind of realization. Then that was added to this river of blessings. Now you just receive that nectar, you can say, or the water of that river. I don't have any realization at all, but the previous master had it. So hopefully you can at least like an imprint in your heart. So at some point that will manifest. Also, hopefully you can put this practice into or integrate this practice into your daily life and make a stronger relationship to Dharma and awakened beings. Like, in this world, it's so difficult to sustain. Don't you think it's difficult? Of course, we have an inclination, we have motivation, I wish everybody be happy, no war in the world, all these aspiration and wish, but then feel like we are hopeless or powerless, don't you think? But in fact, we have the power. All these awakened beings, they are waiting for us to really make connection to them, and they are ready to help us. So without discouragement, without despair, we put our effort, small effort to this kind of thing. Don't you think every day to day we can do that, right? It's not long sadhana, it takes hours to finish. No, we have this essential practice. Start from here. Even just a mantra or 8-line prayers, and then when you drink tea, coffee, just remember. Then if you don't remember, just look at the text and okay, this is the way to do it. Then get used to it. Then that's become your journey. I call it sacred journey. Your ordinary human journey, we have to transform that one into a sacred journey. That's a game, I say, contemporary world. That's we need to do. Otherwise, time goes so fast and waiting. Okay, when I have time, I will practice or something like that. Each of us already have this inclination toward the spiritual things. That's why you are here. But then if you wait for this grandiose kind of thing, okay, I have a 3-year time to do a 3-year retreat. No, I don't think that time may not be so practical, this contemporary world. We're going to do step by step. We're going to put the small thing into the spiritual path, transform onto the spiritual path. And of course, if you have a Idan practice, that's perfect. Idan sadhana is the sacred journey, transforming this ordinary human life, same old human life, into sacred journey. Then when time comes, when you depart from this time, this particular incarnation called you, whatever name you have, to the next transition, you are okay, you are ready. But this is just the appearance, appearance and emptiness. In Zen, Japanese tea ceremony, we have a saying, one moment, one meeting, one time, one moment, ichigo ichie in Japanese. So this moment, somehow 17 of us got together today this way, this form. This is a miracle, and not gonna repeat it. Kind of deep appreciation and gratitude for the opportunity that brought us here together. Then we have some kind of responsibility, not duty, but the responsibility of steer us to put into practice. That's why I created this opportunity. I just got back in the States. I was thinking about, okay, when I got back in the States, I'm going to start with this transmission so that each of us can start practicing. I'm so happy you joined me on this journey, on this event. What do you think about this practice? Kind of Tibetan colored ritual. First, I thought so. I was young, just jumping into the Tibetan cultural world, and I didn't know much about, but I was very interested in philosophy and emptiness and all these big things. And then I witnessed every day those Tibetan people's offering, before the breakfast. As soon as they make hot water, first thing before they drink, they put the tea in a cell can and offer to the three jewels and the altars. So very curious about that. But then finally it's dawned on me. That's a big part of that practice, integration of union of love, compassion, and emptiness. So that's the practice of that. Of course, in tantric context, you can say the great bliss and the clear light. What do you think about this in the Western context? Even you are working in the office, nobody is a Buddhist, they may not know what you are doing, but you can do right. We want to be a hidden yogis and yogini. I would say that's also the game in this modern contemporary world. You have to be a hidden yogi and yogini. You don't want to exhibit, oh, I'm doing this, look at this. No, just more internalized practice. When you drink, all about imagination, your own experience, right? You are making offering to the deity within your body. That's become more powerful than saying to others. Paudenham is the protectors of our ear whisper lineage, as well as the protector of Lhasa, capital of Tibet, and also protector of Dalai Lama. Very important one, and also very unique. You can see iconography. So how are you gonna integrate this kind of practice into your daily existing practice as well as your daily life? Do you have any plan?
But I'm like sitting here thinking, how could I work something into my day? Does it have to be tea? Like, could it work with coffee?
You're talking about off the cushion, on the cushion, formal.
Yeah, like if you were to work it into like your life, because that's kind of,
Yeah, off the cushion, as I said, you can offer any beverage before you drink. So just as described here, you can do the Vajra Yogini one. So you can do that one. First consecrate, transform ordinary coffee, all these certain flavors and this and that, and the forms, and so into the golden nectars, the beautiful and the rich qualities, the essence of the union of great bliss and emptiness. Just right there, you're already practicing the essence of Dharma, just imagining and transforming it. Already you're practicing Dharma, Buddhism. Then you drink after consecrate, then you drink, then you imagine you are nurturing or the offering, in this case, offering the deities living within you and making offering. The important thing, you have to come to this experience of great bliss of emptiness. Sometimes really once you consecrate and you imagine, then taste is like beyond the ordinary taste. It's far out. Did you notice when you the talk, you do all these ritual thing and consecrate, offer, and when it comes time to offer, then partake. That's so tasty. Did you notice? Completely beyond the worldly taste. That is the union of great bliss and emptiness. You can practice like that. Also, food, lunch and dinner. Make sure that's the opportunity to transform ordinary lunch and dinner into again this vast, not just dinky small amount, to fill the entire universe, filled with that, golden, light, nectar light. Then the partake, imagine all sentient beings. You remember that the phrase, without being stirred from bodhicitta. So you take on behalf of all sentient beings. So altruistic intentions is very important whenever we do something like that. We need a practice and a community. Those two things we got. So then we are on the journey. Just to take a few moments to have a quiet sitting. Imagine soaking ourselves into the ocean of the golden nectar tea of compassion, love, and emptiness, wisdom, timeless awareness. We jumped into this river of blessing today with much appreciation and gratitude, and perhaps awe and wonder for this opportunity being together today. May all our aspirations come true through continuously practicing golden nectar tea offerings. 조기 구로 돌아마루 주주니 제나